Gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of the trailer wiring build. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the female plug here, and then our pigtail will fit onto whatever vehicle. So I'm just going to mark it out and start drilling, and we'll see how far we can get. I'm going to try and get as close as we can. Okay, so I've drilled the 3 holes for the female plug. Just see if they fit. Should be 5mm holes. I know my screws are miles too long. That's the only ones I could get. And there we go. Bob's your auntie. Alright, next up we'll be drilling a 16mm hole. I'm going to be using the little hole so just to get the cable through. There we go. And our little grommet will fit in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a file and clean it up quickly. And just deburr. Here we go. And there we go. Now our little grommet will fit in there. Now you'll see the little grommet is actually not fitting very nice, but the thing is my cable is much thicker than the grommet, so it will definitely expand into the hole. Always when you're taking cable through a piece of plate like this, put in a little bit of effort. This thing costs cents to put in a little grommet, and you know you won't have any chafing further on along the line again. Okay, but before we go any further, I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of spray paint just to try and stop any major rust forming. There we go. Just going to let it dry for a bit. Okay, and while we're waiting for the paint to dry, I'm just going to check the connections, write them down, because I know when I rewired this trailer the previous time, I don't think I kept to the color schematic, so let's see what we can get to. Okay, gents, and this is exactly what we spoke about. This cable that I rewired the trailer, this has got nothing fancy, so this is a 5-core cable, not a 7-core. So we'll be using the little bottom diagram, which is for 5-core, and what we'll do is we will be wiring it according to this one. It'll work out the same. So let's get gunning on it. I hope this. There we go. Sorry, this one stumped me a bit for a moment. So but let's get our little grommet in, and now we need to get the cable fed through. Let's see if we can make something work here. And as you can see, the cable expanded the grommet enough that it sits fairly tight. Guys, you'll see it still comes out, but you just want the grommet to sit in there and prevent any vibration from getting right into the cable there. So just gonna make sure we come on, get it in there, and something like that. There we go. I've got a little bit of slack here at the back. What we'll do is maybe feed it in tight something like that, and then do the connection, and then feed it back in, and we've got a little bit of slack in the back, but we can hide that within the channel line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off roundabouts here. There we go. And up with the cable to there. Okay, so the wiring on this thing is totally different. So let's see what we can fix up here. I think I might be a bit in trouble here, but let's see. There's some green death already in here, and that's just from this one. So I hope at some stage I know I'm gonna redo this thing again, which sucks. So the yellow, which is point number 1, should actually be the purple on this one. So we're gonna try it and see if we can make this thing work. Then number 2 should be open, that's fine. Well, in this case it should be number 6 open, and then number 6 should be on number 2.
5 hours later.
Alright, I think I've got it sort of where it should be. What I'm going to do is I am going to, before I put it together, I'm going to hook this up to the bucky and see if I got it right, but I think we might be working on this still a bit. Okay, let me zoom you out a bit here. There we go, and this one should go in here like that, and now we should be able to get some sort of connection. Okay, so we've got indicators, but we haven't got a tail light, and we do have one brake light. Let me quickly show you here. So we've got one indicator and 0 brake lights, and on that side we've got an indicator, and on that side we've got an indicator and 1 brake light. So now we need to start fault finding here. Let's first check the globe. If it doesn't fit, just wiggle it a bit. But now we still need a taillight. Not bad, we've almost got everything on there.
5 hours later.
Alright, after about half an hour of fighting this thing, broken taillight bulbs, general shitty connections, etc, etc, I think we've got it there. Now we can just put everything together. So I'll be putting some lock nuts, nylon lock nuts on the back of this, just to make sure nothing vibrates out. And there we go. And now we've got a little pigtail. Hopefully this holds longer than previously. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it thus far, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. And as always, stay safe.